I don't know if it's coming out in 2022 because I assume it's coming out in November, and I don't think they're going to wait a whole another year, though there hasn't really been any news in the production, and that's Killers of the Flower Moon, which is Martin Scorsese's next movie. Leonardo DiCaprio, Jesse Plemons, and Robert De Niro, and it's a crime western, it's been described as, and anything that Scorsese makes I'm going to watch, and I'm very interested in it. I'm just not sure when it's going to come out. If it's coming out this year, definitely my top of the year. I also mentioned Babylon, which is Damien Chazelle's new movie with Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie. Some other people in the cast, but those the two leading roles. And anything Damien Chazelle does, also I will watch. I saw First Man in theaters. Also, that was a great movie. I think that's actually my favorite over Whiplash. I think for me it goes La La Land, First Man, Whiplash. I only seen Whiplash once though. Want to see it again.
Look up here. Look at me. Do you think you're out of tune?
Babylon, very excited for it. Damien Chazelle.
So for me, I guess I'm also kind of hyped for Babylon, which for me, if I'm doing Damien Chazelle, it's
I would put that there too.
First Man, Whiplash, La La Land. La La Land's great. Whiplash is great, except I can only watch it once because if I watch it again, I will be traumatized because that is a film about a drummer getting the absolute shit kicked out of him. And that was a fun experience after watching it and then getting very self-conscious about playing the drums. So that was fun. But La La Land's great. All his movies are great. But to me, my most anticipated film is The Batman, which to me is just like, please don't suck. Please.
But it won't. That's the thing.
I'm just like...
Why are you so sure about that, Gary?
Because I know.
Oh, okay.
Please don't be bad. Because, just the look of it, just, how it doesn't feel like... How it's focusing on one of my favorite Batman villains, which is the Penguin.
Hey, my name is not Oswald. It's Penguin. I am not a human being. I am an animal. Cold-blooded.
And how Robert Pattinson looks just so good in the role.
His costume looks awesome.
Yeah. What else? I guess Studio 666, which is like that Foo Fighters film, which is which to me is just more curiosity.
Yeah, it's more about that.
Than more like.
I've been meaning to check out more of the Foo Fighters. I only listened to their first album.
Yeah. And this Alice film, which has Common in the role. It's like, okay. What else am I kind of excited for? I'd say Sonic. You know what? I'm gonna say this Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because I like the first one, even though it's stupid and completely stupid. It is still fun, and it was nice to see it not just be a complete cringe trash fire. And I guess The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is that Nick Cage film.
That looked really interesting.
Which was just Nick Cage being the most Nick Cage.
They came on when I saw Licorice Pizza in the theaters. The trailer before, I thought it was a fake movie. I didn't know what it was. It looked like a fake movie.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which I was like, okay. What else? Lightyear, the new Elvis movie, which I just saw the trailer for, and that just looked like every standard biopic ever, except it has Tom Hanks in the role.
I'm completely uninterested in that because Baz Luhrmann's behind the camera, and I hate his movies.
What else has he directed?
Great Gatsby and Romeo and Juliet.
No. Come on.
And Moulin Rouge, but I haven't seen that. But
he's the man that did that?
Yeah, he did both of those. God. Yeah, they're both garbage movies.
Okay, so okay. But even then, it looked like the most generic biopic.
So, I'll just quickly mention about biopics that I think Rocketman is one of those things that kind of broke out of that because it had a musical element to it. But everything else is kind of standard. It needs to be some sort of change up.
Something needs.
I think that's also why Get Back hit me so hard.
Because it kind of changed what it.
Yeah, really.
Also, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and that's it. That's kind of it for my most hyped movies.
I'll also mention The Northman, which is Robert Eggers' next movie. who he directed The Witch and
I
The Lighthouse.
I still have to watch The Lighthouse. I loved The Witch, and I still have to.
I very surprisingly love The Witch. It's not the kind of movie I'm into at all, but I absolutely love it.
It's something I would never check out, but I love it.
Yeah. And another one, Canterbury Glass, which is David O. Russell's next movie, who he directed American Hustle and Silver Linings Playbook.
What are your thoughts on David O. Russell?
American Hustle is an extremely underrated movie. I think it has great performances.
Hey, take care of you. Hey, Danny. Okay, but you gotta close your mouth.
I knew it. I have always said, Irving, that you are very, very hard to motivate properly. And I knew that Pete was going to go over there and knock some sense into your head. I've been reading this book, Irving. It's by Wayne Dyer about the power of intention.
Is that the one that got a ton of hate after the Oscars?
I don't know. But the cast of this new David O. Russell movie, Christian Bale, Margot Robbie, John David Washington, Rami Malek, Zoe Saldana, Anya Taylor-Joy, and others. Apparently De Niro's in it. And Timothy Olyphant, Michael Shannon. I'm excited for it. I like his movies, and it has a great cast, and that's pretty much, yeah. And Creed 3 also I'll mention. I'll throw it in there. Creed 3. Because the Creed movies have subverted my expectations just because I thought it was going to be a rehash of the Rocky movies. Some ways they are, but they also have a personality of their own.
I do like... I actually do like the Creed movies.
Yeah.
I think they are enjoyable movies. I guess another one
I think some people, especially people who were around when Rocky first came out, probably aren't giving the Creed movies a chance just because they think they are like a rehash. And even though you can kind of call it a soft reboot, they're good movies.
I'm also just kind of gonna throw in the Bob's Burgers movie.
I forgot that was coming out.
Because, on the one hand, the Simpsons movie was kind of the last great grasp of Simpsons writing. And then on the other hand, kind of making a movie about a TV show, 11 years after it originally aired.
Especially,
even though Bob's Burgers,
it's past its prime, too.
Even though Bob's Burgers, I feel didn't really have the past its prime. It's not like Family Guy where that just completely falls off and it's now just so god awful. And they're making a movie about it, and I'm like, why?
Wait, Family Guy?
Yeah, they're making a Family Guy movie.
Why?
Are they actually?
Yeah.
People still interested in that?
I don't know, but God, that's gotta end. But I'm more excited for it because Bob's Burgers is more of a wholesome cartoon.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, I'm really excited for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. However, I do have one thing that I hope they just don't rely on cameos to be a good movie. I'm hoping that it's still visually interesting as the first one, which I do really like. And it's Sam Raimi, so I'm very excited.
Oh yeah.
But I just hope they don't bite off more than they can chew with it, because I don't want to see every Fox character in the world appear. I don't know. I think that's just too much. Yeah, it's cool, but I think it's just too much.
They can't keep relying on.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely, at the very least, will check it out when it comes out on Disney Plus because it is Sam Raimi.
Because I feel if you overdo all these cameos, it just doesn't feel special anymore.
Yep.
It just feels so. It's almost becoming a trope within these movies, something super cliche. But if they have a few pretty cool ones, I think that would be good enough. I think that's all it needs. It doesn't need to bring in the entirety of X-Men, Fantastic Four, and all that. Yeah. Deadpool. I think just bring in one or two of them, and I think that's good enough. But I'm really excited, mainly because I like the character, and I hope they have really cool visuals in it. So I'm more excited about that than potential cameos. I'm also really excited for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Wait,
Across the
Across the Spider-Verse.
Part 1.
Oh no.
Oh, part 1 too. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I'm also excited for that. Yeah, you're me.
Because it's very self-explanatory. The
It's
first one is
Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is
Yeah.
fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out.
beautiful movie, and I have no doubt that the second one is going to be just as good. I'm also really excited for Jordan Peele's upcoming horror movie, Nope.
Oh, yeah, I did not mention that, but absolutely excited for that. Get Out and Us, I love both of those.
Yeah, their Get Out and Us are so inventive and creative and do their job at being creepy and scary. And I have no doubt that Nope is going to be different. I'm sure it's going to also be just as amazing, very creepy. I saw the trailer. And
I'm trying to
thought-
avoid any of that.
I saw the Super Bowl trailer that came out recently, and I have been doing that more where I've been avoiding trailers, but I couldn't help it. I really wanted to see what this one was about, and I thought it was a good trailer because it showed absolutely nothing. I mean, I had no clue what was going on. It looked like it literally gave nothing away. I mean, it just showed a couple of characters like looking up, and that's it. I mean, it really showed nothing, and I think that's what a trailer should be. But that's for a different topic for a different day. But yeah, I'm super excited for that.
Fairer skin has been in favor for the past, couple of hundreds of years. But now the pendulum is swung back. Black is in fashion.
Pardon me, I'm gonna take some pictures.
And also, like Nick, I'm really excited for the Batman. And I'm so happy it comes out in like 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be there. I'm just so excited because it really reminds me a lot of the Christopher Nolan movie, more grounded, more realistic, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be all corny and campy. It looks like it's gonna be serious and stuff. And even though I heard a lot of people like complain or like lose interest when they saw that it was PG-13. But honestly, I don't think that's an issue because The Dark Knight was PG-13, and I thought it really like pushed the boundary.
I mean, if I'm honest, I'd rather a Batman movie go back to the Burton rather than the Nolan. If I'm like 100% honest, I'd rather like a Burton-esque type film.
Like you want more of like a
Yeah.
more like a comic type.
Yeah, rather than Nolan's take.
Yeah, I could see that. I just like the
Mainly just because everything is everything these days like that like you see really is just trying to like go back to the days of Nolan.
Well, what I really like, I feel like out of all the superheroes, it definitely fits Batman the best, I think, because of his whole ideology and basically like I guess more like the concept of him. I think it fits the best with him because there's some other characters where you just can't really do that, like Spider-Man. And I think it's like way too hard to do something like The Dark Knight with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But with Batman, I think it's like perfect character to do something like that. And Robert Pattinson looks amazing in the suit, and he has proven himself to be a really good actor. So I'm really excited to see how he's going to portray Bruce Wayne. And I really like how I really like their take. Well, from what I've heard in the trailers of the Riddler, I think it's super interesting. They're basing him off of the Zodiac Killer, and I think that's pretty cool. And I heard like some criticism about his costume, but I think it fits perfectly with the movie. One thing I am super curious though is with the Penguin. Since this is a more grounded movie, I wonder how they're gonna like name drop him. Like, you're the Penguin.
Yeah.
Like that might be. I wonder how they're gonna do that. But I'm super excited, and it looks great. Like the trailers and the posters and promotional stuff has been really interesting and really good for this movie. Like a lot of the posters are just so awesome in my opinion. I really like the red one, the one that like the main poster that they have, where it's red. And it's not super clear, and red is not necessarily a color associated with Batman, but all you see is like his silhouette, and that's all you need. You don't need like a face or anything. You know it's him, and just so excited for it.
Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
But the one that I am most excited for is Jurassic World Dominion, mainly because I love Jurassic Park, and just seeing the main 3 characters back is just...
So I guess Fallen Kingdom didn't burn you out?
No.
Really?
I'm so excited for this one. Because I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw one image of all 3 of them together, and that it's just something. I feel like, I mean, you guys probably...
Listen, I'll be interested in this movie if it didn't have garbage writers, like the other movies do.
I mean, it's just like, I loved it. It's my favorite franchise of ever, so like, I'm super heavily biased. So,
Well, I mean, I love Star Wars,
just,
but
like-
I won't watch these new ones.
like, I can't.
No, that's my thoughts on Star Wars. I watched the whole trilogy, and then I watched The Rise of Skywalker. Actually, no. I mainly watched Solo, and that burned me out. And then I saw The Rise of Skywalker, and that just burned. I was like, I'm done.
I think Rise of Skywalker is the biggest mess of a movie I've seen in my whole life.
Yeah, no.
It's on. I'm surprised it exists. It's on. I've seen it once. We'll never see it again.
Exactly. I was
Force Awakens is fine. Last Jedi down the middle, mostly not as
Force
not
Awakens
good.
fine. The Last Jedi, and then just Solo. Why?
Yeah, why? I mean, that's the perfect thing for it. That's the perfect thing to say.
And Rise of Skywalker just done. I'll be honest, I was so ready to leave, like, after... Honestly, the Han Solo cameo, I almost left. I got, like,
I wonder how much
close
they
to
paid.
leave.
He must get so much.
Yeah, I mean, I just love Jurassic Park. Nick, I am still very mad at you, but like I just can't help it. You know, I can't help it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited.
All right.
And also, I think it's the best sequel concept that they could do, where it's just dinosaurs running around in like now, like modern times, and that's, I think, such a interesting concept because it's something that I've never like really seen in a movie before, or like a whole movie solely about that, like dinosaurs just running around, like, I don't know, like for example like Times Square or something, and like just all that chaos and stuff. I feel like that's the next best thing that they could do.
Again, interesting idea. Just, you know, don't be Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah. But like I'm still super excited, and like I just love seeing the characters again because it's a whole nostalgic thing, and I feel like this is like really truly, like in all honesty, one of like the first movies where like seeing these characters again really means a lot, you know, because Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time. Did I make that clear? And like, you know, I mean, I love all these other movies like Spider-Man, Star Wars, all that, but not the way that I love Jurassic Park. So it's just something else for me, something like more personal and special. And yeah, I'm not expecting to see Jurassic Park again or whatever, but I'm just hoping to have a good time, and I hope they don't do anything stupid. But
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm still very excited.
Creation is an act of sheer will. Life will find a way.
We can't keep her here forever.
But another movie that I forgot to mention, which I kind of feel the same way about it. Like I felt the same with A Quiet Place Part 2, like the same way with this movie is Knives Out 2, which I think
didn't even
supposed
mention that.
Supposed
Jeez.
to come out this year.
It is.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm excited, but at the same time I'm a
cautiously.
little hesitant.
Yeah, I'm a little cautiously excited for it. Ryan
Me
Johnson.
too.
Ryan Johnson wrote and
Because-
directed, I think, one of my favorite movies of that decade.
I love Knives
It's
Oh,
surprisingly,
yeah, I love
surprisingly, extremely rewatchable.
It is so good.
Despite it being one of those movies that you would not think is rewatchable because of how important the payoff is
Can we
at the
do
end.
an episode on Knives Out, please?
We
When Knives Out 2 comes out, we'll do that. Yeah, I saw it in Netflix's preview. Yeah, I mean, I don't have Netflix, but I always got to get just like the monthly thing just to watch something I'm interested in. But I saw another one was The Gray Man, which is the Russo brothers movie. And the only reason I'm even bringing it up is because Ryan Gosling's in it. He's an amazing actor. But Russo brothers, like I said earlier about Cherry, I think they have the potential to make good movies, but I'm not interested in it.
Have you seen 21 Bridges?
No. They produced that, right?
I think, didn't they direct that?
No, I don't think so. I think they just produced it.
Oh.
With Chadwick Boseman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go.
So yeah, to me it's like the same thing as The Quiet Place Part 2. Like I'm confident that it's not gonna be horrible, but like at the same time, I'm just like, you know, it's a little unsure. But like I said before, if Ryan Johnson has a great idea, go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Because I trust him with it. So like, if he has an idea, go for it.
I think the thing is with me at Knives Out was kind of like, Knives Out for me kind of came out of nowhere and then like really surprised me at how like entertaining it was and just kind of how much I really loved all the characters and like the performances. And I actually haven't watched it in a while, but I actually might rewatch it again.
I think a very unique situation for Knives Out though is that it doesn't have that same plan of going along with the characters in the previous movies, but it's able to have a sort of anthology thing with Daniel Craig's detective character that can keep going different.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to call it adventures, you know, like different cases, whatever.
Yeah, I actually do like that.
That's something that
it has the opportunity to do that.
definitely is really
and
high
you
opportunities.
can have so many other great ideas to go along with that. And I think really cement it.
I just hope they don't hand it off to someone else and they make like some.
Yeah.
I just hope it stays in the hands of the person who came up with it. That's what needs to stay the same.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, thanks to you, Joe. Actually, that I saw it because I had no intention of seeing it at first. So thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
But also another thing too.
Oh yeah, we saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've watched Knives Out a couple of times with a couple of friends that aren't really into, I guess, those type of movies. Like I've seen it many times with many different people, but I've shown it specifically to some friends that prefer more like a Marvel type thing, more blockbuster, not really like slower or like conceptual or anything. And they loved it. So I feel like that just truly shows just how great of a movie Knives Out is.
It really has
so many people.
Exactly.
Many different people.
It has a very big mainstream appeal, even though it had, you know, it's an older type of movie. I mean, when's the last time you really saw a murder mystery that's done this well at the box office, let alone a really great murder mystery? I mean, I'll just like out of the blue recommend Clue for anyone who hasn't seen it. That's a great movie.
And yeah, a great mainstream one, unlike a certain type one
that I just saw a week ago.
That honestly looks like honestly did not look that good. And just,
all right, I think we're all talked out at this point.
Yep.
All right, thanks for listening. If you're listening.
Thank you.
Bye.